I say, Mom, see, and I say, Mom, see. And sometimes the way I move be taking the law into our own hands, maybe they are not hard dream, panty.
Because I could did my DB. Near so, we are, you be my TNT. Now, when we say, so, Nami, we are TNT, no. Send our dear mammy. Never be near for 200 man, I'll say. But could be send your money on our platforms, no more other countries. I say, so more $450
in say, and to be hard tea.
And negotiation,
and me blame volunteers, and so much. Cause so for be now also may you may be muawa. So volunteers who to an kakrana. At least the other man no. That's how to be the man. So they make no. The other man no. That's how to money.
I don't know more quiet man. A man with something for say fine. Must say mobile may TNT whatever. Saying potain about the money. And me say would you may be mammy sana. Me says and I
make us say. Omo mufa volunteers nejumano. I say we to catch almost here farmers volunteers. But movie Ebema say.
Think almost two questions.
Yes, Ebema say. So they make because then to me say young budget to be beer for the volunteers. So movie are say baby or free buy no or monanti no monko. Definitely a budget to be for volunteers. No.
Okay.
And Tiasenka or Momo F uncle for nas volunteers. So much to catch almost say, yeah, farmers volunteers, yeah, farmer na African Games Livia, say near Bema TNT, say near Bema. That would have settled it. But one can't no. Now we now confess to be manner. No, sure, to the new idea. Ubiji and no head or no so dear, then definitely make us a domain right. But I think right from the beginning, no son, I think, say me for Juma. A Jumana may found, say them the Bemau. And to pan why you pan now, nay, because this I know it's a master man for resort to violence to solve a lot of issues. And I say, to add their grievance, me, Hamikaka. Man, they were nice guys. They will share closing ceremony, bruh. Country sitting in a betray movie, a cast of volunteers, and so on. I saw some very nice ladies and gentlemen. No more, yeah, humanity. They always said, "Mom, for mom, and I don't mean the wound for to be on better say, man, there for to be
all right. To start the Clemente Kaya, as I say, the Padudona resorted to violent to do, and it's becoming alarming.
You see. Asam no must come with some little bit of human face kakra. I answer oh can I send you also sikana. You rubbish what the volunteers you know. Oh so okay say asam no me say me can send you sitia. Now letter na ye de ema volunteers na ansa na omokoye omadwuma no. Adie bi me interesting kakra. The letter is signed by Director of Volunteer Programs for African Games, you know. Mami friend Mrs. Juliana Aduyobo.
They're born voices here now.
Yes. And there's an esquire, meaning the woman is a lawyer. Now, Rich, say lawyer ni ma letter. You must be very, very careful about the details of the letter. And sending out Sivzando air report, you know. In the letter, Adibia na due any volunteer is clearly stated. I begin to be a new anyone. You see, the Mobeda Legon, Mobeda hostels, Mobeda 4 in a room. You have a mama breakfast, you have a mama lunch, you have a mama dinner. Throughout the games, you know, more internal transportations. And Taria Mubeshe, even in Taria, Muangasa Pomun Famra, including sneakers. You see, Wangasa for sneakers, but Nina is mentioned. Nina is mentioned in the letter. And see, in the face of the evidence and the facts, you know, say, oh, volunteer, you had this letter and sana, sebi, utu 12 fee, akose, mikotu mwache. Na Masevi or my Ghana during the African Games. But Rich, beyond this letter, the general volunteerism say about sports occasions are. For instance, you call Qatar World Cup, no, there were volunteers there. European Championship, there will be volunteers. Now, the minimum kakra, for the general standard, then they say, So oji tum so you volunteer. Adwuma na okwa no. What you are saying and say on charge commercial rates. Until o services now the for the event organization, no. Okay, so charge you so munchiawa or muntimintia. Until you are not going to charge them commercial rate. But we need to say or transportation. Until for instance, offer you the law catcher will say a free Ghana air kata as a volunteer for World Cup, no. Organize a friend try to play tickets in and out in now. I'm not fire. Tia some American you. Okoda honi nyina no any strike sheet of the man no our the end of Juma the tax in the Bibia were provided by the organizers. Now Rich, doesn't it make common sense say osi obi apply na onto no wuche na omo ma organize event at least it must come at no cost to the person member. And say obi the calculation na oka say me free Kumasi na me call nkran for the African Games, you know. Me coming in and out mpo saying what I say make that say me in and out mpo saying and I want me 200 cities. What it means is that say me to me which I say me volunteer na me boka no. But that is not the sense. My master me be you me new commercial way but any person me boka. Now beyond that say making the volunteers are also on record to say oh you any buy you letter no you contact na letter ni mu no nemu no in your dada dwuma dia ni mu di no anytime you had opportunity to speak to more organize dia no mu ka kire yen say oh wo dia adwuma na mo ye no eso ye nipa na mu wi a your package bi di mamo na package ni will blow your mind. Rich say obi sa kind of expectation na ade e blow nipa mind enye 200 Ghana.
Yeah, so
that is the basic fact.
No be free Kumasi, obi so akra so ya mo obi 200.
Oh, ade e blow nipa mind
make sense.
Enti me ba 200 cities no. Say obi fa VIP mpo Kumasi. And o kon kan. And say all bana. And o mani pakoda kwa koboka. And ade no ko en wa nkoso kwa koboka. Nti Miss
where they are tikan ba so betun so bia no.
What you say? Ti me srem payinfo.
Odu lenda do aja o be.
Can you ma we nyina no oh. The general organization of the African Games in the world, they should find peace. No, omoni man. Asema nya asema. But akwa say dia oni akwa fom no. Oh, we said the boss eduwa e beja na wan nyina.
Obedwa.
Oh, nti mantie ne mama wa no. Access no ye no. It's not dependent on the letter. Letter no dia communicates, but it is dependent on say omun koboka as volunteers and the fact of say e boshe bi be mu a na e raise your more expectations cost so kakra bi a okofa 200 cities e dey abesho mo 200 cities there. No kwani ya many is no going now.
Boshe bia ye hwemu bia no is contained in that letter. Enti omo atam no mo kan no mo kofa asem free.
No, say eno omo super so mo che say. Aside the ye nyina ye gi two mo no previously no. Empenifo no penny ben. Omo mo penny bi.
Voice be was that do minim so the buy there.
Penny kro na dia tum say
the person mentioned the person mentions this Madam Juliana Nidin.
But on say we make so mama mi so on so
yes na make us penny no
good so enti and make us say mama no want to stick to the letter. Tell me my letter. Now
on go beyond.
Yes, because that is what on paper should be the evidence. But volunteers also person much say in data operations anymore, you know. Emotion kitty be by stating these things, and there is not one person collaborating this story.
Okay.
All the volunteers you know Makasa, including you know Kumasia, or me volunteers. And no ma entry
me refuse idea me no mo nya adwina Sebio niema no person said no. Apart from that 200 cities have
no mo say I think say what triggered Sadia no and they say almost say time na omo PM minister no Ekano, one of the bodyguards in the police for Nibi, Emma warning shot to him.
Oh, okay.
So you see when you do that, then Obisu James I say person we defensive minister.
No, Uba minister.
I'm not Kubutan question.
Uba minister ne ka.
No, what I'm saying minister question.
Uba minister ne ka so kwede. So ko anything. So
200.
Munyina na moko busa minister no question. Munyina na moko busa minister no question.
Say na na we adwuma.
Minister no bodyguard definitely.
Ono do protect the boss.
This one admit it. Enti ademi de dem can say right from the beginning. Bra let any buying those issues of sneakers so the baby obeda ne de kai ka one ba ni nyina no. E say nka omo enim penyufo ne tenase na nka omo agree on it.
Oh dem me know ya.
Answer na
Richard, you see.
In
terms of volunteering for every competition, Biano, on paper, see any can. On paper, for Ibrahim, but the truth of the matter is that in Kofor holding Yano, based on protocol. Yes. Me, to me, I couldn't have just applied near family. Obi a be funny be any movie.
And the fan.
Aye.
And then the panel show him the back at oh,
Mommy, come on, say, Richard. Obi a fan, you be any movie. Minimobi and Nipa Paye, one of the biggest runners in Kromasi. And most of them are linked some way, somehow to athletics and track and fitness animal. Oh, Kromasi. We pick them, your ministers, various MPs, various sports people. I call the various constituencies. I form of boys, quote and unquote. See, a mama ko volunteer. We are. A mama bibi. The paper talk is there, but in all honesty, these people were promised something. A crew may say a Germany here. Now so be remembered and cry 2 weeks. No remember ya Juma. Now we are also man transportation on for 200 city 100 Ghana for Kumasi to us the last time me con cry from a hot to us no. About 100 cities or more.
Now, Okacho was free Kumasi Nebra, and for Boga Nebra.
But baby, I'm going from Befi.
Okacho say free Boga Bra, not free Kumasi Bra.
Let me make my point.
One
manage
the point.
I'm free Boga. I'm just because African Games ni omofe. Yes, those that were picked from the various constituencies was on. They were picked because Brabe Yoba Mom Bibi. And especially when they know, say, these same letters were sent to their foreign volunteers also. But Omomo Konye won $450.
How them ever compare?
No, you see, I'm not comparing. Me catch you say they were giving something substantial. Me compare you. Omo substantial. 200 Ghana cedis. Rich, to be very honest with you, Oba Junior. And then, so Costco, how much will you buy for him? How much will 200 cedis be made of? So it's unfair to them. Honestly speaking, they can.
I did that. 200 cedis.
Now, Rich, so who apply as a volunteer? So unim say, sebi. Untimi emma omu bibia. Ebetimi aketelu omu costa. Me also say in the application as a volunteer, you are being asked where will you come from?
Yeah.
Into what apply? Original for resident. If I now want this, I know man. So now you say you need car. Then we should not pick any volunteer outside Accra. So at least we can manage all cost that will be involved in you becoming a volunteer. Now you can see a job there. What question I caswa? And just only the 200 cities in the Fafa trot caswa. Then we know say, oh, we've been able to manage the cost. But so be apply. Now ujitum from any region in Ghana. Including Tamaleni Wana Oba.
But we know for a fact say Omolete na admit to mass volunteers and you busa baby are free.
No, I'm saying say
we know for a fact.
And yet the letter that was projected no. I'm saying say in the application as a volunteer no.
Then I said we know for a fact
yes,
the letter of application for
to indicate,
is it indicated?
Even media accreditation you have to indicate your region. If you volunteer you tell them where you are coming from. FIFA World Cup player, you tell themselves, oh, I am applying as a volunteer from Ghana. Say, I will take it about. Or who say, oh, Ghana, and I will to coin about for those things. No. When you do these things, we made the say, yes, on paper, you may have a case as organizers, but the human face to these things, we say, where are we next time? You know, so where are we so many events? We now pay volunteers. These things are going to come to the point.
I'm from a last sentence, bro. You politicizes animal we because almost every member of parliament, especially with the ruling MPP, I got the constituency. I
don't feel sorry for these guys. I don't feel sorry for them. I never feel any sorry any whatsoever for them. Omo jet sell my year Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, do omo call $400, 400. Some of them are like that. I don't feel sorry for them.
Move on. Now, me information in